This is where Christmas trees come, not to die, they're already dead, but come for new life.
Yes.
It was bright, it was beautiful, and you put a lot of work into it. But now it's time to say goodbye to the family Christmas tree. There are, of course, a few ways to properly dispose of them, but did you know the old tree could be used to help maintain local waterways? Okay, what happens here?
So here we have a program where people can upcycle their Christmas tree. They donate it to us and we'll use it in restoration projects.
Now, if I'm understanding it right, people come in through here, they'll pull up here, and then what happens?
Oh, they pull up here, they can get out and they can get the tree themselves and put it into our truck bed or the pile because we've already filled the truck bed. Or we are happy to do all the heavy lifting and pull it out.
How many trees do you think are on this truck bed here?
It's really hard to estimate how many trees we have. We'll do the count after, just because if it's a year where there's a lot of smaller trees or they've been compressed a lot, we can get like 100 in this bed.
Do these trees go right out to waterways, or do you store them? Like, where do you put all these trees?
They just go in a big pile. They hang out in a pile until when we need them.
She explains when they're needed, they'll likely be used for erosion control or projects to bring down what Christine describes as a fever in local waterways that have become too wide and shallow, making them too warm.
So we use core mats and ropes to hold it in place and wooden stakes, and then you can plant after a year as it captures all this sediment. You can plant our riparian zone, so native species on top of that. That's going to provide habitat for our fish, help shade the water, as well as capture that sediment so that it is more clear.
There we go. All right.
You know what, Christmas is so nice to be able to have the tree and make it look beautiful, but it's so short-lived. And there's a part of us, you know, that's like, what else can we do with it?
Rather than throwing it into the garbage, I think that's the right way to do. It's kind of like giving it back to the environment which it was taken from.
As for making sure ornaments don't end up in local waterways,
So we double check all the trees, and people do a great job. This is all that we've collected off of almost 100 trees.
this year the team here in Halton says they've gotten trees from all over the region, adding they usually expect about 200, but could put up to 1,000 to good use, and they're hoping we'll keep them in mind next year.
Definitely mark your calendars for next year. It's typically the first Saturday after New Year's.
In North Burlington, David Zura, City News.